All right, so check it out. We're back again. As y'all know, well, maybe you don't know, but both my wife and I are in the military. And the military has decided that my wife needs to move. And they're not moving me yet, so they're splitting us up. It sucks. I hate it, but you know, kind of signed up for this. But the reason I'm putting this on the channel is because we're taking both Jeeps because one's not coming back. So we got the JK loaded up, we got the rack on, we got the bag on, we got the JT hooked up to the camper because the camper is gonna stay. We got the spare tire in the back just in case we get a flat and we want to put another tire back on the wheel. I got stuff loaded up in the back. We got stuff loaded up in the camper. We got stuff loaded up in the JK. It's real. And we got the dogs in there. So we about to make this trip. We're making a 2-day out of the trip. Gonna stop by and visit some family halfway. It's gonna be an interesting trip. It's gonna be a long trip, but hey, it's what we do. It's living the Jeep life, baby. See y'all in a bit. All right, so here we are. We're about 3-4 hours into the trip. Pulling the camper. It's going pretty good. It's not really swaying at all. A little bit here and there when the road gets rough. It bobs a little bit, but that's normal because of the bad roads. There's quite a few in South Carolina, in case you didn't know. So it's running pretty good. I keep the RPMs are staying in between 3,000 and 4,000, which I don't really like that much, but hey, what are you gonna do? We're putting a 22-foot camper back there. So right now, I checked the thing in the Jeep. It says I'm getting about, average of about 10.8, maybe 11 miles to the gallon. For a while, I was getting like 13, but it's about 11 miles to the gallon, which I expected it. The JK, on the other hand, with the roof rack and everything loaded down, it's got a lot of weight on the inside, a little bit on the roof. It's getting about 15 miles to the gallon. So it's getting a little bit, about 5 better, but this is not doing bad. The JT's not doing bad with that camper back there. So we're gonna drive a little bit more and we'll check back in with you a little bit. I mean, we got the worst part out of the way. We got out of the rough roads in South Carolina and we on the bigger and a little bit smoother roads. So I mean, we ran into a couple of construction spots where we had to come to a standstill and do about 3 miles an hour, but we're doing good. So I'm gonna check back in with y'all in a little bit and let y'all know how the trip's doing. So we'll see y'all a little bit. All right. All right, y'all, so check it out. Y'all notice I got my tank top on. We're about, I guess, about 5 hours away from San Antonio. Still got the Gladiator on the road. We still got the JK on the road. So check it out. Luck hasn't really been our way. First thing this morning, I've had to use my high lift jack because the jack broke on the camper. Kind of bent it a little bit. Hey, it was my fault, but it's okay. And I had to use the high lift jack to get this up so I can get the jack out, take that off. Then while we're riding down I-10, we get a flat on the camper on this side, and look at that. That happens. Tire blowout. So guess what? Had to use the high lift jack once again. That is twice in the same day. Not to mention the fact that I've used that high lift jack 3 times this month, the last month and a half already. Now we pull over to let the dogs out to walk. And when we pull over to let the dogs out to walk, guess what else happens? That right there. And if y'all can't see it, I'll zoom in. Nail in the tire in the JK. So now I gotta take spare tire and put it on the JK. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that spare tire on. Hopefully down the road I get another spare. At least we got 2 Jeeps, so if something happens, we always got a spare for both Jeeps. But I gotta get this tire fixed. I'm gonna just plug it until whenever we find a store like a Walmart or something, get a plug kit, plug it just in case we have another problem on the road. Once we get to far enough down the road, we'll buy another tire because we already got to buy another tire for the camper, and we'll keep it moving. So hopefully no more bad luck. Try not to. See y'all in a minute. Y'all see that? Problem number 35. The weight's over there and it should be over there. This is the spare tire. So it's probably been probably fell off during riding over the course of time, and now it's stuck over there. I take it off and move it over there, move it back if I thought it would stick, but I don't think it's gonna stick. So we just gonna have to put it and ride it and see what it rides like, and if not, we have to figure something out. Hopefully it doesn't ride too rough, but problem number 37 in the books. All right, so we finally made it to San Antonio to Fort Sam Houston. We're in the RV park here. As you can see, I got all of our stuff, the trash loaded up, ready to go drop it off to the dump. Still around here, the dumpster over there. I got the doors off last, ready to go explore San Antonio a little bit. It's hot. It's about a good, I'd say 100 degrees. Yeah, it's hot. As you can see, the spare tire for the camper, still shredded to pieces. We're gonna have to go get another one and see if we can get it taken care of. So we always got a spare. I mean, it's not really that serious right now because the camper is going to be parked here, so but we still need to get it taken care of. We got it all set up, got the on and out. The Gladiator towed it pretty good, didn't really have any problems, just the roads were bad in Louisiana. I'm sorry for y'all southern folk like myself. Louisiana, the JK handled real well, all except for the tire problem we had with the JK. You can see, I'm going to show you this what was in the tire, a coax cable, and that thing was jammed down in there pretty good. I got something in there that you know, till I can get it fixed, just in case we get a flat in that, just a plug, but I'm gonna get it patched, so that's not gonna stay. And I'm still running the spare on there, but since we got to use that as a spare, and something else, when I got ready to put the spare on the JK, I noticed that the weights have been moved to another spot. So apparently the whole time that the spare tire was on the back of the JK, I guess the weights moved from the spot they were in because they're stick-on weights and they were stuck to another spot. So while she was driving the JK, she actually got a little wobble, some shake at about 70 miles an hour. So for all y'all JK, JL, TJ, if y'all driving y'all Jeeps over the road or any other vehicle with a spare tire on the back, I mean, it could be a Kia or whatever, I advise y'all to check your spare tire to make sure the weights are still where they're supposed to be. I mean, even if you drive a truck, periodically check your spare tire to see if the weights are still intact and still where they're supposed to be, because on that it's not. I mean, I can even see on the spot where the sticker used to be, where the weights were, and now they've moved. So y'all check your stuff periodically to make sure it's good, so that when you get ready to put it on, you won't have any problems. Now, luckily for her, like I said, you know, it only happened around 70. We weren't going that fast anyway because she was trying to keep up with me with this camper. But like I said, the Gladiator handled it good. It's a 22-foot camper. It wasn't a lot of sway because Gladiators come with that anti-sway damping control in it, along with the sway bars that I had from Blue Ox on there, which is really good equipment. I didn't know anything about Blue Ox before we put that on there, and kept that thing from moving all over the place. Like I said, in Lake Charles especially, because they're the ones that got hit by the hurricane, and we couldn't get any gas from Lafayette to, I think it was Cameron, whatever the name of it is, on the other side of Lake Charles. So it was a rough day, but we finally made it. We got here safe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you all got any questions about how the JK handled the JT, any questions like that about me pulling this 22-foot camper, leave a comment in the comment box below. Give me a question, I'll answer it. Until next time, we changing lives, we out.